cause I'm a dog. You don't want me to go back to my ways, huh? You don't want me to go back to my ways, huh? You don't want me to go back to my ways, cause I'm a dog. You don't want me to go back to my ways.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Ratedmapodcast. I am Tavarus.
I'm Dabrian.
And this is Blake. I'm back, bitches. The girls try to cross me out.
I feel like I ain't seen y'all in a minute. I kind of missed y'all a little bit.
Bitch, I just saw you the other day.
I just seen you too.
we ain't talk. What y'all been into? Let's do a quick bae check-in. Raise your hand if you've been single all year but still have relationship problems.
I'm the only one at the table with my hand down. For those of y'all who cannot see.
Blake, you still talking to your nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah. David, you been sitting on these new dicks lately?
Oh my god.
What about having dicks ass to sit on that dick?
Thank you. No, I haven't really been. Well.
Last night.
Another time.
Ooh,
this is the season finale, by the way.
This the reunion. That's why they brought me back.
I thought I was going to have a slutty November, but it's been quite dead these last couple weeks. October was kind of lit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cute. Anybody making it home for the holiday? With a boo, a date, or Friendsgiving?
Bitch, no.
Nah.
And you not either. Then you going back to DC for the Thanksgiving? No, I'll actually be there. That's what I was asking.
What? Mm-hmm. Aw.
Oh yeah.
I want to go now.
You should come.
Let me see.
Nobody asked you to Tavarus.
Okay. Somebody mad they wasn't on the last one.
But y'all brought me back. Y'all needed y'all ratings up.
I wasn't on the last episode.
You wasn't on the last one either?
Oh, none of y'all was.
Oh, baby, but they had our check.
No. I think it's been my season a little bit because I've been getting approached a lot lately, which is weird.
Approached by what?
By niggas.
Oh, okay.
But nothing's sticking. They've been like actually good dudes, but for somebody else.
So ugly niggas is approaching you?
No.
What do you mean for somebody else though?
Like one of the guys, he's super cool. He got a decent job, but he's not like motivated enough. Like he just
he got a decent job.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be rich, so I want to be motivated by my partner. I don't want.
Okay.
I'm not taking.
Why he can't have stable income and you have that other income?
Yeah, but even the stable is not like. What
it ain't stable enough.
So basically, he doesn't have a really good job. He just has.
He got a decent job, but he's still.
Like he manager at McDonald's.
Home and he's 31.
At home at his mama's house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I live at home too. At mine.
No, and then I met another guy who was cool. He was 6'2", 240, fine.
Sheesh.
But he was trying to like make me exclusive after the first time we fucked. I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I'm not really on that.
You topped him or he topped you?
Oh, bitch, I don't be out here getting tired. What are you talking about?
What? This nigga is 6'1".
Not enough of you to be asking me.
Wait.
Not enough of you to be asking me that.
First of all, I just want to clear this up.
I got what
I just want to clear this up, and that's with the this is the season finale. You're real big on bottom shaming, and the fact that
I'm not bottom shaming. How?
You are, because you just said you won't be out here getting fucked. Like, what's wrong with getting fucked?
But she asked it messy, like it's a
well, no, I mean you gave the man's height. Oh, y'all flipped.
No, bitch.
So he was
a big. Fuck with tall niggas.
So he was a big old bottom at 6 whatever.
He's
he
a
was.
bottom. He was fine as fuck. He from
Texas.
No, he just moved from Dallas, but he's from Virginia, I think.
He used to live here.
He live here now. Yeah. And then I kind of dipped my foot back in the dating pool because I ain't been on a date in 8 months, and that was a little different.
How did that go for you?
It was interesting. I don't know.
Oh, your voice got. Where'd you meet this man?
I don't know if there will be a second date.
Where'd you meet him?
I know the boy from Instagram, and then I met him at a screening or whatever in person.
Did you slide in his DMs or
I asked him out
on in person?
No, I asked him out on Instagram.
Oh, so you did slide in DMs? Oh, okay.
But he's a fellow podcaster, so I figured it would be like good conversation and everything would kind of flow, and we had things in common. But he was real arrogant when he showed up. Kind of like very like David say top line, like not really going deep, kind of like a performance. Yeah. And I was like, you ain't really got to do all of that. Like just be regular.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But it felt good to get out there, though, right?
It did, and I was actually excited about going out, but that was short lived.
Who paid?
I paid.
For everything? Well, you asked him.
Well,
What?
Nothing. I don't believe in that. Ask me out, I pay, or you pay.
Well, yeah, but I do.
I know.
I'm Southern gentleman.
That ain't no gentleman.
What is
if you was a real lady.
If I asked you out, bitch, I'm gonna pay.
No, if you were a real gentleman, you would pay all the time.
Ooh. No, man. I'm not doing that. When did you guys, now David can speak to this more, but both of y'all. When did you guys realize that you were aging in this community?
Oh.
And like...
Sis, I thought it was a read for me.
You know what? No. That's what I'm saying. No, for real, my ass, because you've been trying it. And you've been trying it all season. I went back and I listened to a couple of the things, and you've been trying it.
No, for real. Like, how do you
aging older? Just like I'm aging in the same.
We all getting that older.
No, so the date that I went on, like, I'm in my early 30s.
Oh my God.
The guy that I went out with was in his 20s or whatever. And he just kept like making references to my age or whatever. And honestly, this is like the first time I kind of felt like, am I getting old?
No. Here's the thing, and I don't know about the person you went on a date with, but most people that I meet, and I made a post about this the other day, but most people that I meet tend to be younger. They usually go for me to like 20-somethings. But the only people that have a problem with that age thing is usually us. It's usually the older people in these situations. These 20-somethings, they all spit the same game.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm mature for my age. And and I've never dated people my age, no matter what age I was.
Well, yeah, but this is, I've only dated one person that was younger than me. I normally date older. So it's just weird being on a different side of it. Like, I don't know how to feel.
You're in that.
Because even in the conversation, it was just like, oh, where do you normally hang out? And I was like, well, I really don't hang out much. Like,
yeah.
I'm a homebody. And I was like, am I boring?
But they always ask, did you go out last night? And it's like, niggas don't be going out all the time.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, so how do you guys like keep from becoming like jaded as you get older but still are single?
I think there's nothing wrong with being jaded.
Really?
No. I mean, like, in what aspect of being jaded?
I don't know. Like, how do you preserve your mindset? To keep getting out there and trying to like.
I think with age comes wisdom, and wisdom is you have to learn from the lessons that you were taught in your 20s and carry that shit with you in your 30s, so you do not do it again. Yeah. So if people want to call that jaded, then call me jaded.
No, it's not about people calling you jaded. I'm saying you don't feel. I feel jaded sometimes. I just be like, ooh, I gotta stay off of these apps to preserve myself.
No, I don't. Like, I don't feel any type of way about it. I've learned so much from the past that I don't put myself in situations to have to feel that way. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying or y'all both faking. It's just like
maybe you're using the wrong word.
Or you want us to give you an answer that you
No, it's not about that.
Okay.
Sweetness. Don't start
okay. I'm here for you because you already tried me from the beginning.
Baby, you got a new wig on.
Sweetie. Somebody was listening to the old podcast and felt all the times that I tried him. Oh, that's so now they're here with an aggression.
Yeah, at the reunion.
Yeah.
And here she is acting up at the reunion.
Get it all out, Tami Roman.
Girl, Miss David been real aggressive this week. She waited till final season.
Oh, now I miss.
She found her voice.
She's a real docile girl.
All right, Cynthia.
Real Cynthia, right?
With no Mike Hill.
That's fine. Stop sleeping with Mary May. Close your legs to Mary May.
How do you guys flirt in person? Like, how do you show people that you're interested in person, or do you not flirt?
It depends on how much liquor I had. I don't flirt without liquor.
I agree with that.
With liquor, I'm probably just gonna tongue kiss you in the mouth.
With
Facts.
With liquor, I'm more touchy, feely, grabby. Without liquor,
I can see you like walking back and forth trying to, you know what I'm saying, hike your shirt up and see like who's gonna take a peek.
You can see me doing that.
I've seen it.
You see me hike my shirt up and do that? That's a fucking lie.
Should I name?
Please.
Name.
When you see your ex and we was walking outside and he was like, come walk with me.
Shirt was already hiked up.
We had a little pouch trying to make it like your booty was bigger.
I didn't have a pouch on that day.
I think you did.
I don't need effects to make it. I had shorts on. I had my shorts on, and I had a like a long sleeve t-shirt.
I remember. You remember what I was saying.
But I didn't hike my shirt up.
Oh, okay. So y'all not like with eye contact and touchy and saying stuff. You more so action, not like.
Yeah, or I drop a couple of hints and play coy and let them make the first move.
A hint like you want to fuck?
No, bitch, that's never mind. That's them young bitches you fuck with. That'll hit you with what your house look like.
Inside joke.
Y'all messed.
I'm kind of like waiting to tell a nigga like I give you some of that Jill Scott if you give me some of that Pastor Wilson.
Not Pastor Wilson.
Oh my God.
I want to tell something like that.
Tonight might be your night.
Do you guys like sexting and like phone sex? Or you don't really get into it?
No, I mean
sexting, yes. Phone sex, no.
Like, what is sexting? Well, it could be cute,
taking pictures, or it could be like
talking shit through text. And
when you get here, like I'm up, had a door open, be bent over. I don't know.
I'm wrong. No, I don't talk about it. I be about it, baby. I'm from the show.
So how do you respond to your man sexting you? He don't sex you?
He does.
Okay, and what y'all be saying?
There you go. Right with my motherfucking business. Well, he'll say something flirty, and I'll just be like, "Okay, so what's up tonight?"
Real lame.
Action. I'm about that action, baby. I'm about that action.
And what about you, David?
I like sexting. I'm not.
What yours sound like?
What it sound like? It just kind of depends.
Want to come over and jack off?
No. But I do. I like to know what they like and what they into, and then we talk about it, and then I'll share some of my experiences and shit like that.
And I'm talking more so not with a new person, but somebody that you already know. Like when you had your boyfriend, would y'all talk nasty throughout the day, or not really?
No, because he was a lame. He was lame. But the guy I dated prior to him.
But she's sitting here single.
the guy I dated prior to him, he was a nasty. He's a freak. And
Instagram boy.
No, he's not really big on social media. But we've been talking lately. Actually, that's what's going on with me now.
Oh.
But he's nasty. He's a freak. He's a cancer.
He's here in LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
I when I first met you, me and him were talking.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the other man that was like somewhere else? Was he in DC or Chicago?
Oh, you would think you had reconnected with your ex and y'all were talking.
Oh my God, yes. So when I went home to DC, he picked me up from the airport and he took me. It's so funny. I feel so stupid saying this. So I was supposed to be staying with my best friend, but I was trying to stay with him, and he hadn't answered me if I was going to be staying with him or not. So when he picked me up, I told my best friend, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna call you. Just act like you ain't home and you got shit going on, so that I ain't got no choice but to stay with him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I called my best friend, and he's like, oh, I ain't. And he actually wasn't home. He's like, I'm at the club. I ain't gonna be home till like tomorrow morning. So I don't know what you gonna do. Like he said it like loud. And so my ex was just like, well, when was you gonna tell me that you wanted to stay with me? I was like, nigga, I've been trying to tell you that. Like, what's up? Long story short, he made up this dumbass excuse about why I couldn't stay with him. So he took me to my friend's house. We pulled up to my friend's garage, opened the garage, and he's getting my stuff out of the car. And he just walked up to me, pulled me close to him, and he just started kissing me, like passionate kissing like we did when we used to go together. Like,
but dropping you off.
But dropping me off. But kissing me like crazy, and he's just like, I miss you so much. I loved you, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, well, we'll just hang out tomorrow. Next day comes, crickets. I was texting him. I didn't hear nothing from him till probably 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon, and then he was just like, my bad, I was asleep. And I was just like, nigga, you know what? We've been through too much for you to pull this bullshit. Don't even worry about me. I was like, yeah, I'm cool off you. I was like, I don't know what you going through, what's going on in your life, but I'm cool off you. So that's what happened with that. So
damn.
Is there potential with this cancer here?
Hell no, they all trash.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm a different person. I'm a different person now than I was early in 2019. I'm just like, I lost most of my faith in men, and
so you are jaded. Back to the last question.
I'm not. I don't know if I. It's just I don't care.
It's not a bad thing. Right?
It's like I don't care. I'm very Omarion about it, where it's just like I just really don't care. Like it doesn't faze me what niggas do, and if somebody comes my way, then that's fine. But I'm not looking, and I'm cool where I am right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tavarus, are you jaded?
Not jaded, aggravated.
Oh, jaded.
Well, however you want to put it. I just don't like stupid tired niggas.
Like what? Give me an example.
Flakiness or just like projecting.
You just don't have tolerance for bullshit.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, same here. I think that's all of us. I think that's what I mean when I say I'm not jaded.
And I don't find it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not jaded. It's just like I can recognize the the road signs, I know not to go there.
Yeah, I think now we all are just at a point, just in all the shit we've been through with niggas, that it's just like you see the shit coming, you see the signs, you're just like, you know what? Yeah.
So on the previous episode, the one with Josh, we talked about correcting lovers, like doing the intimate part or whatever. So recently, I had been like communicating with this guy that I dated 7 years ago. But when we was dating, we had never like had sex. You know, we kind of like rode around a little bit, whatever. So
y'all pulled the daydream.
Yeah, well, not even all of that.
Ooh.
So
just to roll around.
Little passion.
Little wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little grind.
So little hunch.
Like grind.
So anyway, he had invited me over for like a little Netflix and chill and whatnot. And I had told the story about this guy before. He had told me we dated. He told me he loved me one time outside the Abbey while he was crying, and then the next day he acted like he never said it. He never said it again. So I went over there and he was full off the tequila. Like he was shot, like bottle to the head.
Damn.
He was just professing his love for me and
telling
me everything I wanted then, but I wasn't feeling the same thing. So tonight was gonna be the night, and we was gonna finally like mess around and whatnot. Child was so sloppy, and I was like. So in the middle of it, he was kind of like rough up my balls, and I was like, you gotta like slow down, like you know what I'm saying? Touch me gently, lick a little bit.
Don't be sucking on.
And he got mad and like was cussing me out. I was like, I heard what you said. I said, well, nigga, you ain't motherfucking doing it. He was like, I don't like getting instructions like. I'm like, what the fuck you want me to do? So it really didn't turn out whatever. So he been texting me because I ain't really texting him since. You think I should give him some pointers and tell him what he did wrong and then keep it pushing? Or?
No, I don't think you should give. You should keep it pushing unless you feel like investing in him.
No, I'm not going to invest in him. But it's like, we have a rapport, so I can't. Should I just ghost him?
No, don't ghost him. Just be. I mean, then that makes you know better than these other niggas that's out there.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But still, I mean, he's you don't want to be with him. You're not gonna be with him, and you were giving him pointers during sex, and he didn't want to take it then. So why would he take it now? Fuck that nigga. That nigga's dust to me.
It was sloppy.
Yeah, let him be sloppy for the next bitch.
Oh shit.
Now, Blake, maybe you can answer this.
The bitch and Cam bring it, and I'll shoot right down your street. So watch your mouth hole.
Yeah, because it's a try. It's a try.
Come on, bitch. I got my hand on my heel too. Leg out.
It's a try. I feel like it's a setup for a try.
Now, what's the difference between?
It's a try.
Bitch, she kiki. Don't worry, y'all. I got this one. Fret not. I'm sitting on ready.
What's the difference between liking to suck dick and being a dick sucker?
Oh, okay.
If you had to put it,
Oh, yeah. No, okay, no. Some people get off on sucking dick. I would say that's the type of person who likes to suck dick. They suck dick for their own pleasure. People who are dick suckers, they just so happen to suck dick as a part of foreplay.
Which are you?
That is a very, very good question. I'm so glad you asked that, Oprah. Recently, once upon a time, I took pride in sucking dick. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm over it.
Why are you over it?
Oh.
I'm just over it. I don't want to suck. Well, I do want to suck dick, but I just don't want to be sucking dick all goddamn day. My jaw gets a hurting. I'm old shit. Let's fucking go home.
Are you just tired of the nigga you with, or you want a new dick?
What you talking about? I was not talking about anybody.
I love to suck dick.
No, I still love to suck dick. So I would say I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I'm like transitioning out of like, I just want to suck his dick.
So what are you replacing that with? Just getting fucked more, or?
Yeah, I want more sex. I want him to do all the foreplay, and I want to do none.
None.
Is that fair?
Bitch, ain't nobody said life ain't fair.
Okay.
Shit, Kim got rich off a sex tape. My sex tape leaping, I'm still broke.
Shit,
life ain't fair, boo.
If you meet a guy and you ask him what his intentions are and he says he doesn't have any, does that mean there's no future, or you just kind of take
that? Mean he want to fuck? That mean bitch, no. Bitch, I mean he want to try the pussy first, and then he want to see if he want to put a ring on it. But I got good pussy, so I'm okay with that.
What about you, David? What you think about that? At this age, if you go on a date with a guy and you say, what are your intentions? And he say, I don't have any. Does that sound like, well, I'm going to just go with the flow and see? Or is that a man with no plan?
Oh, that's definitely a man with no plan.
But I give I don't have intentions too. I hate when people be like, what are your intentions? Bitch, for what? I don't even know you. This is the first fucking date.
But it don't necessarily have to do with what are your intentions with me. It could just be, where is your mind space, right? Like your mom?
It could be both. So I mean, I don't know.
It depends. If they word it in a way where they say, "What are you looking for?"
No, what are your?
But what are your intentions?
Yeah.
If you can't, I feel like if you can't voice what your intentions are, even if it's not very much of or any intentions, then we ain't gonna work.
I think you need to ask that question after the third date. Like you don't. That's not the
that
first.
Sounds like pressure. That sounds like what do you want to do with me, kind of.
Yeah, like I don't think you should ask. That shouldn't be like out the gate.
Yeah, maybe.
Like let me get to know you first.
Yeah.
Let's see where this is going. Because I might have been in a different headspace.
Yeah. I agree with that.
0.0.
Do you feel like that question is aggressive and would scare somebody off? Like
first date?
No. I mean, because I feel like it's commonplace with especially with dating online and the social.
Because what you're looking for on Jack is different than sitting.
Well, I think it's all
saying, "What are your intentions?"
I don't think it's all the same thing. I box it all the same thing. I don't care how you phrase it or what medium you communicate it to me. It's the same thing. You want to know if
they say
I'm looking to fuck, I'm friends.
Like
I give them the whole list.
Oh. You just say open to whatever.
I'm down for. I'm not looking for anything, but I'm open I'm open to everything. That's my answer.
Yeah.
ATF, bitch.
Or I'm open. I wanna see what you're about and then figure that out.
But I think that's a question that they should reserve for like a third date, and then you come back and like, so what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because you'll get a better answer.
Yes,
right.
definitely.
That's true. Well, shit, if you go on a third date, you already kind of know, like,
bitch, we got together.
Yeah. If y'all hanging out like that.
Yeah.
Well, but 3 days could be 3 days and 6 years.
How long is too long to be in the talking stage?
Don't ask me. I think I'm right. I'm still in the goddamn talking stage.
I am the worst with that.
Really?
I am the worst.
In what way?
I mean, if you talk to a couple people in LA, we're all probably still in the talking stages.
Ooh.
Really? I don't know.
Ooh.
Don't put me in that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, even narrow it down to it's a guy you like that you seeing consistently. Like, is there a time, like, not a time limit, but how long is too long to be in the talking stage before you feel like, what's up? Or you just going with their flow?
I think probably like a month. I think if you're still in the talking phase, for
what's
me.
the next phase after talking?
Yeah. Dating.
Well, dating and talking to me is
the same thing to me too.
Yeah. Dating and talking to me is two different things. Because talking to me could be we just be chatting on the phone here and there. We might have hung out. We might have hung out once or twice. There could been a time where we may have fucked or played around or something, but it's not like it's like you said. There's no intentions really in that phase. It's just kind of like we just hanging out, seeing what's up.
Well, that's not like a fuck buddy. That's different than talking.
But not really though. Intention. Not really though, because I feel like after talking for me is dating, and dating is when you guys are going out to do things together.
Okay, so talking we don't go outside in public.
So talking we fucking we text.
Talking we texting, we trying to see what's up, what we on, what you on, what am I on.
But it's more than just fucking.
It's trying to figure each other out before we decide if we want to start dating or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel
that's
like I'm
girl.
Yeah.
And then dating, y'all going on dates, going to dinner.
Dating, we're going on dates, going to the movies,
phone.
probably fucking a lot more.
Or like more from text to phone conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like when you tell people you've dated this person, or you've dated that person, it sometimes isn't accurate. Now, if you say, "Oh, I used to talk to him," when you say that in that way, it could.
That's why I don't like that.
Yeah, I must talk to everybody. But
if I say I used to talk to somebody, I'm specific. Like I'll say, "Oh no, well we just chatted on the phone and shit like that. Like none ever came about it." I feel like talking is a spectrum.
I feel like if you bring it up, then it's kind of sort of like I don't bring up people that I just like by your definition talk to. Like let's say if Tavarus and I are having a conversation and he introduces me to like a boy that I quote unquote talk to, because that was so casual, I'd be like, I'm not even gonna bring that shit up, because if I bring it up, it's giving it like it's making it seem like it's more than what it is.
I'll bring it up, but I would be specific. Like if the same thing in our
wouldn't even be able to.
Then I would be like, oh, we used to kick it.
I would even
more like
kick it.
Kick it to me.
Kick it sound like
it's more like a step above fuck buddy kind of thing. Talking is like there was some mutual interest and we used to talk, but it didn't. It fizzled out or something.
Y'all got too many labels. Either my label is this, my nigga. Either we on or we off.
But you ain't even on now. I I mean, I don't know.
Bitch,
I'm going by your definition.
Bitch, you ain't got nothing on Bitch, you ain't got a ram in the bush. Worried about me and my puss. We doing stuff. Don't worry about it, baby.
How do you tell the difference between let's stick it out and this is hurting me and I need to let it go?
How do you tell the difference between let's stick it out?
Like if you say you with somebody and y'all, of course it's ebbs and flows in relationships. How do you differentiate between like, okay, we need to work through this, or...
I think we all have deal breakers. Yes. And so I feel like if it's something that's a deal breaker for you, like for me, my deal breaker might be cheating. After you cheat on me once, I can't repair that because I'm never going to be able to trust you, blah, 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 blah. So it's just best that I leave the relationship because what the relationship looks like after cheating is not worthy of sticking it out. Now, if it's something small, like, oh, you wrecked my car and you didn't really tell me the full truth, then we could probably work through that.
Or if it's just a personality clash, what about that?
Well, a personality clash is over.
It's over for me, too. Yeah, I can't do
that. Actually, I'm a little more patient.
Yeah, you don't think with two gay men, especially if you both alpha men, it takes time to kind of like...
No. You talking about that type of personality? You talking about like your type, like where you be fighting your boyfriends?
No.
For me, if there's problems in the beginning of getting to know each other, or even in the dating phase or whatever, then we're not going to be able to work.
But isn't that part of figuring each other out?
I think you're onto something, Tavarus. I think if we have issues with communicating, and maybe like you might say something that might have offended me, but it wasn't your intent to offend me because you don't know. And so then when I bring it to your attention and say, hey, you know what, that offended me. And if you continue to do it later on in life, and then I might correct you again because you probably forgot. It slipped your mind. Third time I might do it one more time. If you do it a fourth time, like, okay, yeah, that's not really working out.
Right.
Or if it continues to show its way or itself in other ways, then it's like I'm a dip.
Yeah. I think it depends on how much time you have invested and also like how soon he start cutting up. Because if you're cutting up in the beginning, it's like, what you think he gonna do when he get used to you?
Yeah. I also think that it if you've been through enough shit in your life, if you've been through so much shit, it's just sometimes it's a quick cut. It's like, all right, I've been through this. You know what? It ain't gonna work.
I went through this phase where I was just like, I didn't want to put up with nothing. And I felt like I was throwing in the towel too soon. It's like, well, damn, bitch, what do you want to deal with?
I mean, I'm kind of there now. Like, I just feel like at this stage in the game, it's just I'm not going to settle for bullshit.
Do you think that's because you've been single so long? Going back to what we said at the top of the offline.
No, I think that it's just life experiences. I just think that now at this point in the game, I'm going to give whoever my nigga is all of this at this level of where I am in life, and I expect the same.
But you gonna give him all that you got. But what if all you got is more than is not what he needs? What if you have A, B, and C, but he's looking for D, E, and F, and to you, your A, B, and C, that shit hit.
Right.
I'm giving you the best ABC I got, motherfucker. But what he's really looking for is something completely different. And the same could be true. The reverse is also true, where what he's giving you is all that he has. He's giving you his best, and what you're looking for and requiring, he does not have, but he doesn't know he doesn't have it. Because I do not know what I do not know until you tell me that I do not have that.
And how much does
and then I go looking for it. And it should.
Yeah, effort should count, but still, I'm just...
Which is what goes back to what I was saying. I think that probably, because I felt the same way for a little piece of time too. Like, I've gotten so complacent with being single and being able to sustain myself and not needing anybody else. So if you don't add value the way that I need you to add value to my life, then you're taking away from it. So I'm not going to deal with the extra bullshit to focus on a relationship. That's what I'm saying. I think it's probably because you've been single so long and self-sustainable. And you could do whatever you want. You can catch a nut. You can feed yourself. You don't need a nigga for nothing. Unless like that nigga really checks all of your boxes.
It's like that saying, I can be bad by myself.
Exactly.
That's where I am in life right now.
Do you guys know any men that actually wait like 90 days to have sex or do like the same rules as women?
I see that a lot with bottoms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see that a lot with bottoms.
Come on, with bottoms. Come on, not including yourself.
Not me. I ain't with that shit.
Does it have the same effect as if a woman said it to a man?
No, because I just think that's the one thing that just pisses me off about our culture is we ain't gotta follow those same rules and abide by those same type of stipulations. Like, there's two men in these relationships, and men have a whole lot more testosterone together than a man and a woman have in those two relationships. So I just when they talk about that 90 day.
Yeah, but do you have any friends specifically that you know that this has worked for, or it's just like whatever?
I have a friend, and I won't name names, but I do have a friend that puts those type of rules into place, and I laugh at him, and I always tell him, like, you need to grow out of that. Like, at the end of the day, you're a man.
I even think the modern day woman does not even do that anymore. Now it's not 90 days, it's more like 3 days.
I feel like if he gonna respect you, he gonna respect you.
It's more like
he gonna respect you, period.
I don't think it's usually, or at least when I had that rule in place, it wasn't about them respecting me. It was about me respecting them and forcing myself to take sex out of the equation and off of the table and really getting to know somebody on another level. Because sometimes you'll meet a fuckboy who got some good dick and you just can't shake good dick.
Yeah, but you also can miss out on a good nigga putting all these fucking rules and shit.
Yeah, I think 90 days is not realistic. I think 3 dates. I think, setting some sort of boundary, like, let me not give up to give into sex.
What's like a realistic boundary? Like, what's the longest you made somebody wait?
Oh, me, I have done 90 days. I've probably done 6 months.
Wow.
And y'all in the same city?
Yeah.
Wow.
But this was, when I first started having sex. I wasn't, even now I don't have sex a lot. But back then it was like far few in between. I could go like a year or two without sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about why you're actively interested in dating somebody. You just be like, I'm cool, just wait until I'm ready.
Right. No, yeah. We're going to wait till we're ready. We're going to see where this is going. And back then I had a bit more morals.
Oh. Why are you not having that much sex now? You got a man.
No, well, okay. Mind your business.
I want to know how you keep one with no man.
You want to know the secrets. You want to know the secrets. That's your problem. David told you earlier, close your legs to married men. Okay? It's not a Venus flytrap. Close them. We have a healthy sex relationship, a healthy sex life. I get all the sex that I need. But I don't need much. We do other things. Like when you are in... I don't know. When y'all are happy just to be in each other's presence, in each other's company, you don't need to
you don't need to be fucking all the time.
It's more about other things.
I get that.
And plus we both, career men.
Okay, y'all working at 11 p.m.?
No, but we have to go to work at 9 a.m.
Nuts don't last that long.
Oh, okay. But I gotta get over there, child. I gotta punish this system.
What side of town you staying? She never broke yet. So now that we can get married, do you think, I already pretty much know what you guys think about it, but do you think if you shacking up with somebody in heterosexual terms, does it work the same with the gay community? Like, they're not gonna marry you if y'all live together 3-4 years?
No, I think also, even in heterosexual, I'm gonna speak for the heterosexual community, although I'm not a member. I think that's also hello. I think that's also an antiquated belief system where like checking up can't progress to more. I do believe that like checking up is kind of sort of ideal, especially in a metropolitan city like LA, where it's more cost effective to live together, especially if you're like saving up to buy the ring that I need. Yeah. I need you not to be, spending your money on $3,000 a month on rent.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, right.
So like, if you need to put money away, it just makes more sense for a wedding and for our future that we're trying to build that we shack up sooner than later.
Yes, I agree with that.
Now, before we had a conversation about, what's the difference between being somebody's boyfriend and then being their husband? Like, what would you do differently? And I can't remember what y'all answers was, but I was...
Bitch, that's because we wasn't on that show.
What we were saying, recapping, was you done already let the nigga fuck you raw. You done already swallowed and put those tricks out. So what are you saving for your husband?
Oh, baby, I still have tricks for my husband.
You know?
Yes. Ooh. Okay, so the things that I've done... So let's say with any man, no single man has had all of the things that I've ever done. Total. So let's say if I have 10 things in my trick bag, each nigga get 3.
How many did this one get? Out of 10? 7?
Maybe like 8.
Oh.
I'm curious to know offline what you hope.
Maybe like 8, but this was like, he and I have been like sleeping together for like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I think the only thing that I would change is I probably would be more willing to have sex on command once I'm like married. Like,
wait, you don't have sex on command? What you mean?
Like, I love sex now, but my ideal relationship would be verse, so I would probably just have to let him get it even if I wasn't in the mood.
Okay, that's fair.
What? Oh, you don't have sex on command?
Right now, I'm usually the one commanding, but
I see what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
No,
I do have sex on command. Most times I don't want to do it because we'll go eat out.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, ugh.
No, I would
Your
be.
digestive system work that fast?
Well, I don't know. It's a tricky little motherfucker, and I don't want to test it. I don't want to find out. You just feel uncomfortable. You feel bloated with food. It's just not a comfortable place to be in. I don't feel sexy.
Like if you know you just feed it before you went out, like you should know, like
bitch. But I still got a food baby. Like I can't be laying up there cute.
A little pressure, you know?
I'll be feeling there bloated all that fucking soda water and shit.
Oh my god.
Bitch, stomach just out.
It might feel better than him a little.
Oh my goodness.
Can't even arch right. I can't even move. I be so stuffed. All you can do is roll me over and have your way.
To answer that question, I think for my husband there would be like no holds barred. Like I would, whatever he wanted to do.
Threesomes.
I would be open to whatever because we're married.
Threesomes.
We could talk about it when we get there.
We could talk about it, or you'd be open to it. I should be open to it. You don't know if you would do it.
Yeah, I would like to have that conversation.
7. I've given him 7 things.
I would like to have that conversation, but I do have one stipulation when it comes to threesomes. If it ever came to that, I really don't. I prefer not to have that going on in my marriage. But if it ever came to that, like if we ever got to that point and I evolved that much sexually, it would have to be like somebody who's not a full bottom. And it would have to be somebody that don't live in the city we live in.
No, you do it out of town, like abroad, like in a whole other country.
In another country, yeah.
You on vacation
I would be
in
down.
Spain.
I would be down in another country, some shit like that.
Yeah, like, babe, what's up?
Yeah.
But however, the thing is, y'all need to be in agreement that, okay, we did that shit out of town. Don't bring that shit back to the States.
Exactly.
And think that you can just live your best free life.
But I also think that if I marry you, if we get married and we're doing things like that, then we already have those type of conversations.
Yeah,
we have that understanding. I'm not going to be doing things like that with a man that I can't have those type of conversations with. Yeah.
And I think you ideally, because I've been having these thoughts myself, like what would that look like if, like once I get bored with sex?
Yeah.
I think you kind of sort of like start off slowly, dip your feet in the water. Maybe like y'all are at the bar and it's just a flirt.
Yes.
Like, babe, watch me. I just want to see if I still got it. Let me go flirt with this nigga, pull him up real quick. But then now that's it. Trash.
That's it, yeah.
And then eventually it's like, okay, I'm going to make out with another guy in front of you and let you watch in the corner.
That's one of my biggest fears, that one day I'll just wake up and like not be attracted to the person no more that I chose to spend the rest of my life with. But I mean, I've never been in like a long-term relationship, but with the guys that I've been with, I've always been like infatuated with them for the time that I've been with them.
I think it's levels. And I was in a relationship we almost made 4 years. It was a lot, but in those 3 years, we lived together for 3 years, and it was so much going on, and there were different levels. There were days sometimes where I woke up and I just couldn't fucking stand his guts, and then there were days where it's just like I couldn't get enough of him. Like
ebbs and flows.
Well, no, I get that part.
You know what I'm saying?
But again,
I think that is over time. I think it's just that, but magnified.
Okay.
You know
I was going to say, I think it's the opposite. I think 4 years is still fairly new. I think what I'm thinking of is like a 50-year relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
But I think it's the same thing, though. I think it's the same thing with a lot of the.
I don't know if I'm be able to love you when you're
with like our grandparents and stuff like that. Like there was times, I'm sure with people's grandparents where there was just like a disconnect or they were estranged from each other, and then there were years
people stayed together.
And then there were years where they were in love,
and then he have a whole family down the street.
Yeah, right. And see, they stood through that shit. Me, I'm packing up. Baby, I gotta go.
They didn't know really.
Right.
Some of them hoes knew they turned the blind. Some of them knew and turned the blind. I'm hopping on Jack. Bitch, you got another family? Oh, okay. Let me give you one too, boo. Yeah. But I don't think monogamy, and this is me evolving, I don't think monogamy is necessarily realistic. I don't think we are intended to be with the same person
as well.
One person for the rest of our lives.
But
animals don't even do that shit.
To the ground, so we don't need
beautiful. Don't be cutting me off, bitch.
No, I get you.
Oh.
I mean, we all evolve in channel.
Girl, what are you evolving into?
Everything.
You been a hoe, you still a hoe, gonna be a 2000, thank you.
When do you think is the best time to address an issue with your mate? I know it varies from person to person, but like
when it happens.
I mean like a time of day. Like I would always wait till right after sex to talk about something serious.
Oh, I think you should address it when it happens. Just like my mama would beat my ass when I would act up in the store. She wouldn't wait till she got me home. No, you address it in that moment. Like, oh, okay, you did that.
But everybody
when
don't
it's
work
fresh.
like that. Some people need time to process. And then come back to the conversation.
In the past, I've always addressed it when it happened, but I realize that's probably not good for me because I'm
you should be too passionate.
I'm an emotional thinker.
Communicate. Okay, yeah. So maybe the two of y'all can't do that because y'all like to fly off the handle.
Yeah, probably not good for me and Tavarus.
Yeah, y'all can't speak calmly.
I mean, I do like to address it in the moment.
Yeah.
But I've learned, at least with the last guy that I was dealing with, like after sex, he was more calm.
That's the one that hit you with a paint can?
No, bitch.
The one that threw your food down?
No.
No, it's only 4 now.
Wait, no. The one you was about to say. The one you stabbed.
Anyway, I used to talk to this guy in Atlanta years ago, and I couldn't talk to him until after he smoked his blunt. Like, he had his routine. He would get off work, get home, and he would talk to me for like an hour.
You told us about that. I remember him.
So I was like,
yeah, so we had to beat that in the dirt.
Right, but
I'm just kidding. Wait, is it?
You want some of this laptop on my head?
So wait, Tavarus, you do this when you're in the wrong or when they're in the wrong?
Just like, not even about being in the wrong, but just sometimes if you have to have an uncomfortable conversation.
Like, let's say,
I just wait till it's like pillow talk.
Like, hypothetically speaking,
that's smart.
You wrecked his car, so you don't wait.
I feel like that's something you gotta like.
Okay, bitch.
Say as soon as you come in. That's like drastic.
Okay, you got fired from your job. So and you know, like, no, you quit. Actually, you quit without talking to him first.
Do we live together?
Yes.
Ooh.
And so you gonna have sex with him first. He's shaking his head. Yes.
Change, so
it's not. Might as well, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. As opposed to if it's something that he did to you, you gonna probably try to check it right then and there. You'll count it as your fault.
I would normally, but I think moving forward, I would take like 3 beats and be like, okay. Let me see.
How therapy's working for you?
You know, today was my last session.
Oh,
because they switching insurance companies.
Damn.
They ain't gonna take mine no more.
Damn.
You might get a new one, bitch.
Well, they had something about. He told me something about. They check in with their previous whatever's, and if you have a crisis, you can come back for like 6 weeks. So I said I might have one in March. I might need a little check-in.
A little tune-up, honey.
Right.
I saw Eomless casting.
I seen that too. I got the email for it.
Me too.
You want?
Bitch, you bitch, we can go together. Both on the couch.
Oh, that would be a good show. I could see that.
She ain't gonna get my teeth, honey.
When a nigga got you fucked up and you need to remind yourself that you that nigga, what's your go-to song? Like, what makes you feel like, bitch, please?
It's probably right now. It's probably something by Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes, for sure. I go to like Trina Killing You Hoes.
Oh my god! Why did I know that?
That's about right.
Cash
Oh my goodness.
What you listen to?
Birthday cake.
Wow. Bitch, why I was thinking like for real?
Tyler the Creator.
No, probably. What is it? You can get this. It's a Pharrell song. It's a.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lap Dance by NERD, Pharrell.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Yeah.
Or Beyonce Upgrade You.
Oh yeah, bitch. That'll get you every fucking time.
I can't go there. I can't.
Anytime I'm like walking
Beyonce don't never take me nowhere like that. Like, not in that way. Like, yeah. Except for maybe Lemonade. Maybe Lemonade did.
Lemonade?
The album.
Make you sad.
The album kind of. I mean, I'm just saying she don't never really take me my moods anywhere, but Lemonade did.
Have you ever continuously had like good or great sex with somebody whose personality you didn't like?
Yes.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I am.
Bitch, you probably
Like,
the one they having sex with.
Huh? Well, yeah, I don't know him like that. To me. What is your personality?
Thank you. I'm sold on yourself. Like I said.
He'll edit that out.
I'm not.
Been a hog.
So we had a listener email in to ask a question about the HIV episode that we did.
Oh, that's
so they said if someone has an undetectable viral load and is considered non-transmittable, should they still have to tell you about their status? And is that an issue for you?
Ooh, you know what? This kind of pertains to a conversation me and you had offline. Mm-hmm. I feel like they should still disclose. Because you're having sex unprotected, right?
I don't know. What's your name for me?
Oh, well, for the listener, if you want to have sex, if you want to have sex unprotected, then you should definitely have the conversation.
I'm gonna agree with David because when I was on the fence, I was like, but that's probably where I fall. Yeah. Is if you're having unprotected sex, disclose. If not, if you are having protected sex. I mean, then maybe disclose. I mean, like, That's where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe disclose.
And I remember you were asking the question about can they still have kids if they're positive?
Yes.
Oh,
the answer is yes.
Yeah, it's called sperm washing.
Oh.
It's very
I saw it on TV.
But, you can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as we enter into the new year and you reflect on this past year, what area of growth have you worked on most?
I worked on not giving a fuck as much as I used to. I think this, and I said this a while back, that I wanted to close this year out on savage mode, and I think that I've achieved that because my level of like how much fucks I give is very, very low.
Fresh out of fucks. I just came back from the grocery store and it was fresh out of fucks.
I just don't care about shit when it comes to relationships and meeting people and stuff like that. I'm just more so like, if God wants me to be with somebody, then I'll be with somebody. If not, I'm not out in these streets looking anymore. Right. I just don't care anymore.
What have you worked on the most this year, if anything?
I will say being a better steward of my finances. I'm still not a great steward, but I definitely found myself in a better place this year than the previous year.
Is that due to your person mentioning it to you?
No.
You just decided you wanted to what?
Be a better steward of my goddamn money.
Okay, why you
That's it. I mean, why he had to bring it to me?
I mean, I'm just talking. I don't know.
What about you, Tavarus?
I'll try to work on everything.
You got a lot to work on, sis.
I really don't.
Oh, okay. You said everything.
Just like,
give me 3.
Being more relaxed, less controlling, and kind of like Daybrin, just not caring as much.
Yeah.
Just learning to like compartmentalize better, which I could take from you because, yeah.
I think it's a water sign thing. I always go back to signs, but I think with our signs, we play like we don't care a lot, and a lot of times we don't. But when we care, and that affects us.
I don't care unless it's somebody that I care about.
Yeah, and then that'll affect our whole mood. It will eat us all.
I care about it too. You know what? The one thing I can say that really grinds my gears is that, how can I phrase it? I act like I have no feelings, but I do have feelings, and because I act like I don't have feelings, people treat me like I do not have feelings.
Like you don't, yeah.
And when people keep doing stuff, I'll be like, God damn.
Yeah.
But then I look in the mirror and I'm like, I get why you think that that's okay, because that's how I put myself out there.
Yes.
So I don't really fault them. I just fault me, and I don't change because,
That goes back to the adage, check on your strong friend.
But do people really? Like, when the last time somebody checked on you and said, are you okay, Blake?
Bitch, but I be okay though. But
but you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
like say it like, oh, how just randomly, how you feeling today?
Yeah.
And you actually gave an honest answer, like, you know what, today I'm not good. I think people check on me, but not like there's never like a hey friend, what you doing, or like a.
Usually I'm very vocal about, like, if there is something that, like, I am going through, then I'll tell somebody about it. And then that person will, like, follow up throughout, like, even after the situation was probably deaded. Yeah. They'll still continue to ask, like, years later, like, oh, so how did that ever happen with that issue at your job? And I'm like, oh, child, he's still here.
Yeah. Oh, there is
that
one
bitch
thing.
still work here.
There is one thing that I did learn to, well, a second thing, is to protect my energy.
That's beautiful.
This was the new thing for me this year, protecting my energy and realizing when people, sometimes everybody just isn't good for you. Yeah. And I learned that just with meeting new people this year and just realizing or getting a vibe from them, like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like that stay away vibe. And
I'm gonna take that into 2020.
Yeah, and on certain days I realize if I'm off from work and I'll do stuff with people, and then I'm just like, you know what? I need to.
You got to recharge.
Yeah, I need to go home and not be bothered with anybody, and not even be on the phone. So protecting my energy is a big thing I learned.
The older I get, the more antisocial I become, because I'm just like, I can't.
I will say, like, so recently I went with this whole recharge vibe, and it was, I want to say, Veterans Day weekend, because it was a 3-day weekend, and I like sat at home and I made it my point to not do anything because I'm always doing something. Like Tavarus said earlier, bitch, you going out tonight? But like if somebody calls and asks me to go out, I always go. But then it'll be like the next day somebody different will ask me to go out, and I'll be like, yeah. And the next day is somebody completely different. I feel compelled to go every time. So that weekend I was like, you know what? I am not going out. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just sit in the house, lay in this bed, and get fucking fat. Yeah. And I did that for, let's say, 2.5 days. Yeah. And when it came time to go to work, I had gotten so complacent with being at home. I felt like I was slipping into some type of depression where I didn't want to leave the house for no apparent reason. It wasn't like I was sad. It was just that I had gotten so comfortable being in the house. And I called out to work that day.
And what did you do that day to like get your...
Nothing, bitch. I still stayed in the bed. But then I started to realize, I'm like, okay, so look, if you don't get back into the swing of things, I can see that this could go left. And it really made me understand how people can slip into depression, like, and if they don't like, check themselves. That's real. If they're not as intuitive and self-aware.
Yes, that's real.
So for me, I think there has to be a nice balance. Yes, it's good to recharge, but don't recharge too long.
That's real.
Because then you'll become a hermit, or
yeah, that's a word.
A stay-at-home Tavarus.
I mean, but I'm not depressed.
You're not.
But that's a word.
But you gotta get out and be social.
That's true. I said this previous year, that if somebody asked me to go somewhere, that I would go.
Oh yes, you should practice the power of yes. What's her name? Did that? What's her name?
Well, I haven't been doing that. Sometimes I'd be like, my initial would be like, I don't want to go. Then I'd be like, I'll meet y'all.
Oh, that's fine. Now that I know, bitch, we about to fuck it up.
Well, not now, because I just actually go out tonight. You don't want to.
Bitch, I'm gonna go.
What's one thing that y'all looking forward to this coming year?
My wedding.
Okay, I look forward to that for you.
It's 2. Oh no, that's not for sure. Yeah, it was gonna be 2.
22.
Yeah, that's the other year. I forget what the next year is. No.
Realistically, what are you looking forward to this coming year in 2020?
I don't know. What did I say earlier?
You was lying.
Open to everything. Not looking for anything, but open to everything.
What about you, baby?
Just being more of a family man, being there for my family more, and
like visiting home more.
Yeah, visiting home more, and then traveling more. Getting back to being cultured, Dabrian, is what I'm going to focus on in 2020.
I think actually this year I'm gonna start saving for my surrogate, because I think I came to the conclusion that by 40, whether I'm in a relationship or not, I still want to have a baby.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna start like putting money to the side for that.
Oh wow. Come on, dreams.
I do want twin boys, but that's expensive. You know what? I want a baby with somebody like, look wise, like April from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Like a little surrogate from Taiwan or something.
Oh, okay.
Little Tiger Woods.
You want to design a baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what a surrogate is. Get what you want. Anyway, to leave you guys, one of our listeners emailed in. She said, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say I love y'all's show, and a guy who ghosted me a couple months ago just unknowingly applied to be my intern, and I never felt more powerful in my life.
Come on. That is dope.
Okay.
I love that.
It's been real.
Yes. See you next season if they have my contract.
Yeah, I'm real drowsy.
Look, bitch, yeah.
I know, I just feel like, the seasons where when it's ending and you're like, I don't know, we gonna get another season.
Email.
Bitch, I don't know if we get renewed.
I don't know if we get renewed.
@gmail.com for casting details. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and continue to show love in the interim, and we will talk to you guys later.
See you on the flip side, bitches.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.